Hey guys, Jessie here. Today I'm going to be stuffing a hippo into a jar. And if that's not entertaining enough, I thought I'd also sprinkle some hippo-based facts randomly throughout the video. Because knowledge. Let's get to it. Firstly, I'm going to chop up the hippo. Cut out parts from different hippo stock photos. As always, any stock photos I'm using in this piece are going to be linked in the description. While I do this, now might be a good time to tell you that hippos can't swim.
What?
Yep, I know. Everything we know is a lie. Apparently they can't even float either. They just walk on the surfaces below the water, but never actually swim in it. Anyway, now that all my hippo parts are cut out, I'm going to transform them, starting with the body, morphing it to fill most of the jar. Next, I'm going to go ahead and move that into a group and add a layer mask to that group to mask off anything that would lie outside the glass of the jar. Now I'm going to take the other parts and transform and arrange them as I see fit. I don't know about you, but I think this hippo head isn't really working out. Let's try this one instead, and learn another hippo fact. Hippos swish their tails back and forth when they poop. The noise resulting from their feces scattering then echoes downstream and helps proclaim their territory. There you go. That's a thing you know now. Okay, this hippo head looks like it fits a lot better than the last one. Now I should really work on this foot because it's just not laying right. But if I cut out this fat roll, I can maybe make it look like the foot is actually attached to the body. That actually looks worse. How can I fix this? Oh, duh. If I duplicate this foot, I can rotate it and blend them together to get what I want. There we go. How about another hippo fact while I tweak things some more? Did you know that people used to think that hippos sweat blood? Hippos do secrete a red fluid. However, this fluid isn't blood, but more of an antibiotic sunscreen that helps keep them moisturized. Anyway, time to merge these things together. And now I'm going to make a new layer, set to multiply, and pull a dark color from my image to paint in some shadows. Gonna go ahead and make that a clipping mask, and repeat this step for the other layers. Okay, going to go ahead and merge my clipping mask to their respective layers, and actually I think I can maybe merge everything together. Now I'm going to make a new layer and paint with white where I think the hippo would be touching the glass. Because you know how when something is pressed up against glass it does the thing? Yeah, well that's what I'm going for now. Something else I'm going to do is option click on this layer and move these blend if sliders to allow for the texture of the hippo's skin to show through. See, look how cool that looks. Know what else is cool? Hippos can store food in their stomachs and go 3 weeks without eating. Also, they only eat about 1 to 1.5% of their body weight a day. To put that in perspective, humans eat 5% of our body weight daily, and elephants eat 10% of theirs. Okay, I'm going to make a new layer now, and paint in where I think the light would reflect on the jar. Actually, why am I doing that? Why don't I just take this jar layer, duplicate it, and change the blending mode to screen? Let's move that into the group so it's covered by the layer mask, and actually change that mode to overlay. Oh, look at that! That looks so much better than my first idea. I like that so much. I need to use the patch tool so that the back of the jar doesn't come through, but look at that! Okay, going to adjust my touching glass layer now. And now would also be a good time to adjust my layer mask so this hippo looks more natural in this jar. As natural as a hippo can look in a jar. A Gaussian blur should do most of the work. Time for another random fact. The closest living relatives to the hippo are whales and porpoises. Woo! Go learning! I'm sure somebody found that one interesting. Gonna paint the mask to fade my hippo some more now, and work a little bit more on my touching glass layer again. While I adjust the layer mask again, I'll tell you that hippos can sleep underwater. They are able to do this because they automatically resurface every 3 to 5 minutes to breathe, even while they sleep. Going to also blur my hippo some now because it's just a little bit too sharp for being behind glass. And now a bunch of tiny blur and shadow adjustments. Rather than explain each tiny separate adjustment here, I'm just going to say that collectively they're all just making the hippo look more like it's in the jar, especially what I'm doing around the lid. So I might as well take this time to tell you that the name hippopotamus comes from a Greek word meaning river horse. Okay, I know I got rid of this shine layer earlier, but I think I will use it. Well, not the layer because I'm deleting it, but the idea. I'm going to make a new layer in its place, but just paint the white at the bottom. See, even just that little detail makes this look that much more realistic. Speaking of realistic, I need to adjust my touching glass layer again. And I need some work on the shadows too. This seems like a great time for another hippo fact. One thing many people don't know is that when you see a hippo yawning in the water, you better get out of there. What you might mistake for a hippo yawning is actually a sign to warn you off, as they are quite territorial in the water. Hippos are all adorable and lazy and docile like you'd think. The hippo is considered one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, and it is hella aggressive, particularly if you're between it and the water. Okay, it looks like I'm almost done, but I think I'd like to change the color of the overall image. First, let's add a brightness and contrast adjustment layer, and now a photo filter. I'm going to go with underwater. Let's see what happens when I play around with the blending modes. What if I add another photo filter? What color do I want? Gonna try deep blue. Not really what I'm going for. Delete. While I adjust these, I suppose I could tell you that the hippo is the third largest land mammal after the elephant and white rhino. Here's an image for scale to put that in perspective. Okay, a little more blurring. Adjust my photo filter a bit. What if I duplicate my photo filter and change the blending mode? Okay, I like it. I think I can call this piece finished. Yay! Now seems like a good time for another hippo fact. Hippos typically live for 40 to 50 years. However, Donna the hippo from Mesker Park Zoo in Evansville, Indiana, was the oldest living hippo in captivity. She lived to the ripe old age of 61. Alright guys, that was my last one. Now it's time to check out this piece by artist Nikki Lawing from the United States. If you'd like to see more of her work, check out her links in the description. Also, if you'd like a chance for your work to be featured in a future video, then submit your work via social media. All my links are down below. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed all the hippo facts. For now, why not check out one of my videos to the left? Or hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. I'm holding a giveaway once this channel reaches 500 subscribers. More info on that in the description. See you guys next week. Bye!